Murek in England writes to me, "Hello, Paul. Hey, Murek. I enjoy watching your videos." Well, thank you, sir. "Sometimes they're educational, but always they're entertaining." I wish I could learn to soft shoe dance or something, so that could really come true. Like, I got nothing to say today. I'm just going to start dancing to do the old soft shoe, right? From the many questions asked, I don't recognize one name that I can say was asked by a woman. Is hi-fi a male-dominated domain? And why do you think so few women are into high-end audio? Well, without question, high-end audio, geek toys like this in general, is very much a male-dominated sport. I think you could say that's also true probably of cars, of, gosh, I don't know what else, but definitely when we look at our demographics, I would say 95% male, right? Why is that? That's a really good question, one that I have pondered for years without ever coming up with a great answer. But it is true. And the funny thing to me is that I think, from my experience, women enjoy music almost more than most men. I see them spending a great deal of time listening, enjoying, and connecting with music. They just don't seem to be that interested in how it gets generated. And we males always sort of have to, part of our DNA, I'm guessing here, at least mine, I got to know how everything works. And I have to futz around with it, right? I can't just see something and look. I have always wanted to know, well, how does that work? Here's a great example, right? How much time do we spend in the kitchen? Wouldn't we traditionally say that females are more invested in a kitchen, not so much in the cooking or anything, but just, it's like kind of like, at least in my house, it's Terry's kitchen that I happen to operate in and do a lot of cooking. but she's in charge of decorating it and making it feel homey and all that, because that's what she likes to do. We have these fancy schmancy drawers, and they're really cool. You open the drawer, and you get what you want out of it, and you push it closed, and you just a little bit, and then it just, and it self-closes. And it's not electric. And I think most people, certainly my wife, doesn't question how that works. It's just, she's like, oh, that's so cool. I can't do that. I have to know how does that work? How are we getting energy? Because if you just close it, it grabs it and just pulls it in. How could that be possible? Where does that energy come from? That's my question. Now, I figured it out. It's pretty simple, really. You'll notice as you pull the drawer open, it has some resistance upon pulling it. And unless you're looking for it, you don't really see it. So you kind of, and of course what you're doing, there's some gears in there, I assume, you're preloading a spring. That's where the energy comes from. Now that energy is stored in those springs, and as it closes, it grabs the little gears in there, grab it, and the spring unleashes its energy and pulls the door back in. That's the nerd in me. And I think a lot of us guys have that similar nerd thing going on, where not only do we need to know how something works, but then we figure out, well, what's the best one to buy? That's interesting to us. And assembling things and building things seem to be things that are interesting to us, where many women that I know are more interested in just simply enjoying the thing. And they're into music as much or more than most males that I know. So anyway, I'm sure this is going to really piss off somebody, because here I am, saying that we're not the same. And you know what? We're not. At least in this old man's viewpoint. So there you go. Best I got. I'm sure that's going to really blow somebody's socks off. I don't know why, but there it is. Okay. Thanks for watching.